y'all know I'm going live, but don't know where the camera is on my phone. So it's a good possibility I will be looking crazy. That being said, I love y'all. So what's up, Bomb Squad? This your girl Lisa, and I'm gonna do this for the playback. Make sure y'all hit that like button, please, for me when you come in the house. I got some shit. I have some stuff to say. Have some stuff to get off my chest. You know, your girl don't go live often, so it is what it is. So hold on, y'all. Let me get some chapstick. Lips looking dry. Lips looking a little dry. Hello, whoever's in here. Hello.
Look this way.
That way?
Yeah.
Shall I look at you?
No, look at the phone that way. No, not that way. Right. Look into this part.
Hey. Hey, surprise.
Yeah, just like that.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's Keisha. We say chick. Hey, no.
Yeah, there you go.
What's up, y'all? Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. It is 22. Hello. Hey. How y'all doing? Dash. Hey. Good evening. Hello, Miss Carol. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. I hope everybody is doing okay. I got 24 people watching me, and I ain't got but six likes. Y'all know, come on, hit that out. Y'all cook sister. How's we doing? Ain't Maddie, how we doing? I hope everybody is having a very, very lovely evening. It is hump day. And I don't know, people like me who are not working right now, does hump day really matter? We will. Hey, Veronica, the evening is going well. It is 8 o'clock, 8:20. It's almost 8:30. I look so serious. I look seriously serious. It is serious. It is serious. I have just a couple things to get off my chest. Hello, Ava, and hey, Stephanie. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. So I'm going to start with the elephant in the room. Yes. Hold on. Somebody said Pisces season. Yes, surprise. You know what to say. I don't know. Some kind of way I got blurry. Or maybe it's just my glasses. I don't know. Anyway. So. All day, I have been on my timeline has been flooded with texts just saying there's no longer a mandate for masks. Free will it. Do you? Okay. Yeah, no, I'm good at cussing and showing out, and I have strong opinions about certain things, but most of the time I do have dual opinions, and I can see from the side that I'm not particularly on. So I will say this. I can understand that the population for the past year has been going through an upheaval of epic proportions. I understand that we are going through something that very few, if any of us alive, have ever had to go through anything on this level of anything. So I can understand that we want to get back to normal. We want to get back to regular. We want to get back to just running to the store and not having to run back to the car to get the mask. We want to get back to if we bump into somebody, we just mad because they're in our personal space, not because we think they just gave us something. I understand how everybody wants to get back to normal. Yay. However, this is not murder hornets. If you don't go out where the hornets are, they're not gonna bite you. It's sort of like you don't want to get bit by a shark, you don't go in the water. You don't want to get eaten by a bear, you don't go in the woods. You know, this is not that thing. This is a virus that can ride home on your kids' clothes when they go to school. My son's school started hybrid learning, which they're on 2 off 3. I think they're at home 3 and they're in class 2. You only need to be on or near somebody that has COVID for a moment before you can take that and spread it to everyone that you come in contact with. You may not have COVID, but your jacket may have COVID. Your pants may have COVID. Your mask may have a little COVID bug riding shotgun with you to the house. So, and it's like they kind of forgot about the kids are at home now. School is open. Yay, let's go back. So Nick had to do a test today. That was his schooling today because kids are in class. Now let's go to Texas, y'all. I lived in Texas for a little while. I have family in Texas. I have friends in Texas, people I care about, people that I would have issue with if they passed away in Texas. At the end of the day, I understand you don't want the government telling you what to do with your own body. I get that. However, this is not like abortion or this is not like when the AIDS epidemic happened. See, I remember, I'm old enough to remember when gay men, people who were drug addicts, people who had blood transfusions were dropping like flies. You got a blood transfusion on Friday, and on Monday you were in the hospital, and on Thursday they were burying you. So I understand when you don't take yourself into consideration when this is going on. Texas likes to not be a part of the United States, has a habit of wanting to cede the nation. It has a habit of wanting to not be a part of the United States. It has a habit of knowing better than everyone else. Texas just got over an issue as to where people were going without water and lights in freezing temperatures. An entire family of children froze to death. After that, before fixing all that went on a couple of weeks ago, you're going to make another, hey, you don't need your mask anymore. And my question is this: if somebody can tell me, anybody, just anybody tell me what's so hard about putting on a mask? What does putting on a mask do? What does it detract from your life? What does it alter about your life? What does it do? Somebody, anybody. Hold on, y'all. I got my glasses. I can't see none of that. What does it do? Hey, for everybody that I didn't say anything to, hey, y'all. Hold on. People don't understand until it hits home how dangerous it is. I've lost quite a few people that I love. Yes. I have watched my wife mourn the loss of people she loved because of COVID, because they went to Walmart before the mask came about, before I have been scared for my daughter because she is because she works in the medical field and she is on the front lines every day. She could bring that home. The First Amendment guarantees your right to freedom of speech. You may say what you want to through a mask. You say what you want to through a mask. He and Kid said they lost 2 family members. What? I just don't. What? I'm praying. Yeah, I don't understand. Here's what I don't understand. I get about the rights. I get that. I get, as a black woman, might not know about looking, as a black woman, grew up in the South, I understand about the infringement and the lack of rights. I get that. Understand that we still, so to give you perspective on this rights thing that people love to just scream and holler about their rights. I still remember there are actual when I was growing up, there were still fountains that still had the white only on the top of them. There were still doors that had no black folks allowed. Some areas, no niggas allowed. So don't tell me that because you have to put a mask on so that you don't get sick, so that if you happen to be carrying the virus, you don't get this little lady who doesn't have anybody to go to Walmart for her, who is over here trying to get just enough groceries that she can carry up the stairs to her apartment that she can carry, so that you don't give her COVID, so that you don't kill Granny because she don't have anybody else, because her husband has already died, or because her child is sick. I like Texas. Don't get twisted. I like Texas. It's hot as hell. It's hot. Satan lives in Texas. Or at least he vacations there during the summertime. It's hot. It's fire. Fire comes out. It's hot. It's hotter than that thing in Texas. But it also, it's like another world living in Texas. So now he says, and I didn't, and realistically, I'm only speaking about the fact that he said, no, you don't have to have masks. All right, Keisha, that you don't have to wear masks anymore. That's all I'm focusing. Nick, I want him to go out and be the best 16-year-old he can be. That means doing good stuff and doing bad stuff. I want him to play his football. I want him to interact with other kids. I want him to go to the prom. I cry because I'm scared about how my kid's prom is going to be, or if he's going to have one the right way, or Nick graduates in a couple years. I'm scared that we still going to be going through this in a couple of years because we just won't put a mask on now. Put a mask on. Even if the governor says you don't have to wear a mask, wear a mask. You can wear any kind of mask you want to, as long as you keep this covered while you're out. You don't have to wear the mask in your car. You don't have to wear the mask while you're on YouTube. You don't have to wear the mask while you're in the house with your family. You don't have to wear the mask when you by yourself walking down the street alone. Put a mask on. What is it going to hurt if you just put on a mask? Why does he have to? Why does it, and why politicians? Why are you making this pandemic, this virus, that if you know anything, if you went to high school and took a biology class, hey y'all, if you went to high school and took a biology class, you know that viruses mutate. Today we got a regular COVID, tomorrow to be COVID 2.0, and next Thursday it will be some stuff that you ain't never seen before that'll make horns pop out the middle of your foreheads. And if you look like a unicorn and fart sparkles, I might like it. But other than that, you just got a horn shooting out your forehead because you won't put a mask on for the 15, 20, 30 minutes you're around somebody. What are you doing? What are we doing, kids? What are we doing? We can sit up here and laugh, and we can joke, and we can talk about our rights, and we can talk, but guess what your rights can't do nothing about? Your rights can do nothing about this hole that you're going to be on the ground. Your rights can do nothing about dying alone. Understand, if you catch COVID, you die alone. You're going to die alone. Hear me. You're not going, your family's not going to be able to come in there. Nobody's going to hold your hand except for the nurses. And if you're that bad, they're not going to hold your hand for long. You're not going to feel it. You're going to drown in a river of mucus and death alone, because it is so hard for you to put on a mask. Watch, let me show you how easy it is. Excuse me, y'all. Y'all know you're heavy, but look at this. This off topic as hell. But do y'all see this gray? That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. But let me show you. Let me show you what a mask don't do. This is, I have like a bunch of these because I wear them as headbands. But however, I got them because sometimes, you know, I wear this mask. So guess what? Now like I'm about to rob myself. Guess what? I can still do my live. I'm still talking. I'm still using my hands. I'm still getting my point across. My eyes are telling you the story. But guess what I won't do if you walk in my house? I won't pass my COVID from my mouth to you. If I have the COVID virus, I won't spread it to your clothes. And there you go. And guess what? Mask is up. And you're back. But for the hold on. Let me go up. I got out for a second. Town hall meeting was majority of everyone's concerned. People are scared. We understand, people, so y'all can understand. I know that there are billions of people in the United States. I know that. 500,000. We have reached 500,000 deaths due to COVID. Do you understand what I'm saying, y'all? And I know before people say you got to die from something, they could have got it even if they had a mask on. Anything. I hear you. But hear me. Nick played football. Y'all remember? Remember I was cussing about how much I had to pay. I paid $11 to watch it on screen and I can't even see him good. Well, guess what? Somebody in the football, Nick upstairs, somebody had COVID. Somebody was died. One of the football players was diagnosed with COVID. There you go. So he played football. Next day, we got an email. I know I've got to go, but I'm not right. So you got somebody got to die, and because I don't understand. Here. Just Lord have mercy. Yes, he's fine. He does. I'm watching him. I make sure. I told him there is a sign on my front. I'm with you. We just don't have anybody come in here. Nick played football. The next day, he got an email saying they won't practice because COVID. Now he was already having he was already having an existential basketball issue with his CF. That had nothing to do with COVID. But COVID, well, thank you. Okay, Kobe, he ain't going back. I'm not going to look here. Let me tell you something. Yes, they're making it political. This is not, politics is about a lot of stuff, y'all. Everybody can sit up there and say, the reality is that most people, hey Elizabeth, most people would not want to be a politician. It's a lot of butt kissing and lying and robbing Peter to pay Paul and telling the seniors that you got them, but realistically the seniors ain't got no money, so you got to get the people that got money and just hope the seniors come along. Oh, we really are focused on education, but you know, I'm going to give this money to this particular area. Education is okay to kids. You know, the kids can learn from home or whatever. We don't want to do politics. But at the end of the day, politicians have to be people. So whoever is over this has got to go, hey, I don't want my grandmama sick. I don't want my mama sick. I don't want my kids sick. Because guess what? COVID don't care about. It don't care how much money you got. No. COVID doesn't care how much money you have. Doesn't care about your political, it doesn't care about your political position, doesn't care about how much money you have, it doesn't care whether you're on the left or the right, it doesn't care about any of that. The only thing COVID cares about is doing its job, and that is to be a virus. It doesn't give a shit about your moral ambiguity. You are passionate about me not marrying DC. However, it's okay to shoot an unarmed black man because he ran a stop sign. That's moral ambiguity. That's what I'm talking about. When I say moral ambiguity, that's what I mean. You're all up in arms about having to wear a mask, and it's my right to be barefaced and spitting on people when I talk. But it's okay to shoot an unarmed black man at the stop sign because he shouldn't have resisted. More ambiguity is the problem with COVID and the things around viruses and things that threaten people's health. Let's see whose health. It's not until, here's the thing, until somebody famous dies or somebody they consider important dies, it's going to be like this. It's going to be states are going to start dropping the masks. And then what's going to happen is there's going to be a spike in the cases. And then they're going to have all these wonderful things to say about that. How it just was, they just bring, hold on, shoot. If they just think prevention, more lives can be saved, not a good feeling to lose people they don't understand unless, yeah, right. It's not like, here's what I don't understand. And it was taking me so long to get my words out, and I'm not cussing, as you can see. This is the PG, not even the PG-13 version of me. This is my PG version, so it takes me a moment because, like I've told you on several occasions, there are sometimes only the F word will do, and since I'm trying to find another word to replace that, it takes me a second. I will be 54 in a couple of weeks. Thank you, baby. Awesome chat. I will be 54 in a couple of weeks, week and a half. I've lived through a couple of epidemics. And I'm going to start. And they may want to thin out the population. Who knows? And you know, if we were deer, then cool. They could thin it out. We're not deer, we're people. If you want to thin out the population for real, you really want to thin out the population, how about you teach contraception and birth control? How about you teach your kids not to have babies? How about that? How about we stay out of people's bedrooms and bodies? The body itself, not it's just like, you know, wearing a mask is like, it's just like if you got boobs, you can't go outside without a shirt on or a bra, something covering your boobs. Or if you got the business, you know, you can't go outside with your business hanging out. That's what a mask is. Right now, COVID is hanging out of your mouth, in your nostrils. When you talk, spittle comes out. When you breathe, spittle comes out. When you cough, when you go, that I don't care if you just, guess what? A little spit hit my hand. You come out the house and it's floating in the air. Let's say it floats in the air. Let's say it floats in the air. Either way, wear your mask. Why he chose at this juncture to tell y'all to stop wearing your mask, I have no idea. Or that you can stop wearing your mask. Here's the thing. You don't have to stop. Most people will still wear their masks. They will. But I have lived when things have started thinning out the population. I was a child But I remember when AIDS became prevalent. I remember when people's family members were getting sick. I remember when the government downplayed the AIDS epidemic, not pandemic, epidemic. It was new, it was virulent, and it didn't care who you were. And the government didn't care till people like, what's his name, died? Rock Hudson. Rock Hudson. Now all of a sudden, Rock Hudson passes away from the AIDS. Not AIDS. So now all of a sudden we're going to talk about it. Millions of young men and women. Because it wasn't, that's the thing. It became political. AIDS became political. It was the gay disease. It was gay disease. It was what did the religious, it was a plague from God to get rid of the gays. But then it started getting rid of kids and moms and dads. Then it started getting rid of the not gays. That's, started getting rid of the not gays. So fast forward to crack epidemic, because that was an epidemic at one point, because it was so cheap and it was so prevalent, and you could go from being, hey y'all, and you could go from being the prom queen on Saturday to being the crack queen the next Friday. That was an epidemic. And it was a political one, because it was thinning out us. Thinning us out. At the time, a lot of black folks was crackheads. And that was cool. It was okay. So here comes COVID. So I'm going to move back up to COVID. So we knew about it. It's been around forever. It's not a new virus. It's not new. This has nothing to do with political. I think that if you go through just about every presidency, there's going to be something that someone in that presidency did that you didn't like or agree with. Just so happened, this particular pandemic came along when we had a new president who had no eye. Thank you. Who had no idea what he was doing. He got rid of all the medical things we had in place to stop the pandemics, to stop certain things that are not natural to us from coming over here. He stopped all that. So by the time we knew what was going on, we was deep in it. We was deep in it. People who thought they had the flu were waking up in the hospital. Some people wasn't waking up in the hospital. People weren't working. Nobody was working. People did not have no jobs. They couldn't take care of their families. They could not take care of themselves. For a year, we have been struggling to play catch up and try to just take care of our families the best way we know how. And one of those ways is to keep from getting sick. Because you are alone, people. Hear me. Hear me. The only reason that I was not alone when I broke my knee was because they let my wife be in there. They let her be in there. They broke a rule so she could stay in there a little bit longer. But when I went to the rehab, I was on quarantine for the first 2 weeks I was in there. If I wanted to see my family, I had to see them through a window. There are people right now having their babies that they've been wishing for by themselves because of COVID. There are people who said that their last breath is with this man or this woman, and it isn't. It is alone in a hospital room with no one. When I went back to work, I was like, I hope that I don't get somebody in my house sick. My wife has asthma. My son is high risk. Now my little son, my big son. My wife is high risk. I'm high risk. But I still, because at the end of the day, I still got to figure out how to take care of my family, and I got to be a part of that. So I went back to work. But I still, alcohol, when I came in the house, I got sprayed down with Lysol. I just stand there, turn around in a circle, put Lysol on like Axe spray, body spray. I found anything and everything that could kill a virus. I spray it, I touch it, I have it. I alcohol my body from top to bottom before I broke my leg. And I still did it. But every day I was in fear of what I would do. It just so happened somebody who had to have a beer and some wings also had COVID and gave me his money or her money. I took that money home. I'm a bartender. I get tipped. I'm by myself in rehab. Baby comes to see me, and I have to sit there and watch a couple look like they well into the 80s, close to 90s. They could not touch each other because she was in rehab and he wasn't. So they had to sit on each side of the glass. When I was younger, I didn't care about much. I ain't even lie. As I got older, I started caring more about it. When I had Nick, I started being passionate about kids because I got one, but I also got other kids that I am very in love with. They grown now. But I got family that got kids. And I can't see the babies because of COVID. Texas is making a mistake with people's lives here. If this was just, and I know I was about to say, if this was just your right to bear arms, or your right to free speech, or anything like that, I wouldn't have came on live. Because you know what? How I feel about something, and how y'all feel about something, them is differing opinions, and that's fine. Texas is playing with your lives. I have an aunt in Texas right now who is very high risk. Now you're going to tell them they don't wear masks. They can't, tell them they don't have to wear masks. And guess what? They're not going to. And then they're going to go in the stores who don't have to listen to Texas. And it's going to tell them that you can't come in here without a mask. And then Texas is giving them that right to say, it is my right. And Texas said that I don't have to wear a mask. And then you're going to have other states. And they're going to look at Texas and go, you know what? Texas said they ain't got to wear no mask, so why I got to wear a mask? Because for the life of me, y'all, I can't understand why people are acting crazy about the mask situation. I don't understand why people are making videos like this. Well, I was going to dinner, and it had, it had a sign that said, without a mask, you can't come in. but it's my birthday. And I don't want to wear a mask. Why? All you got to do is wear the mask to come in. That's all you got to do. I worked at a restaurant. Wear the mask to come in. The tables are going to be 6 feet apart. You can take the mask off at the table. Poof, you out. And you had my birthday. Y'all know I celebrate my birthday from March the 1st to March the 31st. I've been telling you what I've been telling you, baby.
You ain't got a birthday but one day.
Anyway, whatever.
One day.
If I gotta wear a mask to celebrate my birthday at the restaurant, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have a pink unicorn mask that says happy birthday to me, and I will be in there. Okay. I don't understand why we're having all these viral videos and all these people are freaking out and all these people. Do you know that somebody actually, that a young man actually lost his life because this dude got mad because he walked him out. So he was a security guard somewhere. He was killed because this guy didn't want to wear a mask. And well, it was at the Dollar General. And they told him he couldn't wear a mask, so he shoots him. Yeah. So you have taken someone's life. You have taken someone's life because you don't want to wear a mask. Well, then look here. I worked in restaurants. And the reality is I will tell you this. We have exponentially more safety precautions than the normal situation. So food-wise, going into a restaurant, because restaurants had such, hold on, y'all, I gotta do a little shifting. Because restaurants have so many rules and regulations they have to abide by. Food-wise, you are right. Even employee-wise, you take temperatures. If you look like you sick, you go home. So that particular situation, I mean, but if you're not comfortable, you're not comfortable. Real talk. If you ain't comfortable, she ain't got to go in a restaurant, and I don't blame her. I don't like eating outside. Don't like eating outside. Period. Point blank. End of discussion. Baby, do me a favor. Come here. For 1 second. I just want you to hold this for me and not so it won't move while I'm moving. That's all. Because I had the tripod sitting on the bed, y'all. So if I make any, it was, but I need to. So,
you good?
Yeah. All right. I'm back. All right. That was it. Oh, I done moved it up. Y'all know I don't know anything about how to take a picture. So I'm back. I'm closer. All right. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I just had to get this off my chest because I just had to. I have one more thing I have to get on my chest. I do. And it is not about anybody specifically or in particular. If you're going through the same situation, maybe it will help you. If you have friends, family members, or somebody that, hold on. Hey, Tennessee 5. All this in God's hands. If I the battle, look up in Texas, Mississippi people. I'm looking for our. My thing is this. I get it. I don't look here, y'all. I don't want to wear no mask. Hey, ATL. I don't know. I don't want to have to remember to get a mask when I'm running into the store. I don't want to have to do any of that. But if it will keep me from making you sick, I'll do it. Because it doesn't do anything to me. If it was doing something to me, if it was really infringing upon me in any way, then maybe I would say something. But me putting a mask on my face for a few minutes, it's not going to bother me. And it shouldn't bother anybody else. But when my problem with the government and when they make across the board decisions for people and they're not thinking about the people, then that's my problem. You're looking at it as that I'm gonna start a trend. I'm gonna be the one to change this. I'm gonna be the one to do this. So I'm gonna be the first governor to say you don't have to wear masks anymore because magically, because I'm the governor. Right. Mama, I have masks everywhere. When I was driving, I had a mask in the car, a mask in my purse, a mask hanging on the side of my purse. It was masks hanging up everywhere. Everywhere we went, it was a mask somewhere. Because you know what? It didn't bother me to put a mask on. I just forgot it. Like I forget my glasses. It's like this. Let me tell you something. Okay, I can see y'all. Now I can see what's going on the chat. But guess what? I would go to work without glasses, and guess what I would do? If I couldn't function, which I can't function really well because I can't read shit, I would run across the thing and go get some glasses. I understand where you're coming from and protect your baby. Let me tell you something. Protect everybody, kids. Don't just protect your baby. Protect everybody, kids. Stop sitting up there. Let me tell you something. Taking off a mask. Right. Taking off a mask. Putting one on. I don't understand. We have got to stop playing Russian roulette with our lives. We have got to stop hoping. We have got to stop thinking that because it hasn't happened to us yet, that it won't happen at all. I am living proof that anything can happen at any time, and you are not going to be ready for it. I am living proof of that. I am one step, one fall, one hospital stay, one rehab stay away. I was not ready for that. But guess what? I came home. I'm at home right now. That's my bed you're looking at right there. Look at mask wearing people political. It's not, it's human beings. It's not a left or right. Yes, come on, y'all. Then they had the riot. Did y'all see? Hey, Shamina, the topic right now is I had to get some stuff off my chest. The first thing I'm getting off my chest is Texas playing Russian roulette with the citizens. It's playing Russian roulette because you're hoping that if the masks come off, then you're hoping that there won't be a spike in the cases of COVID. You're hoping that your family member won't catch it. You're hoping that nobody from Texas that's famous won't catch it. This is all you're hoping. But right now, it looks so much better for me to be the governor of Texas. And I'm just going to tell everybody how awesome I am because I told y'all didn't have to put no mask on them. Well, guess what, sweetness? Oh yeah, the kids are back at school. Nick's hybrid learning started today because you know where I am. Yeah, Texas has a huge population and it doesn't care. It is playing Russian roulette, and guess what? The Russians in the roulettes are winning. The people don't win in Russian roulette because somebody is going to get hit. At some point, somebody is going to turn the chamber, click, pull back. I forget what it's called, but you're going to pull that back. You're going to pull the trigger, and a bullet going to come out. A bullet is going to come out in Texas. Millions of bullets, thousands of bullets. People going to end up getting sick. And all it takes is for one person who would have not gotten sick had you just put on a mask for you to understand where people like me are coming from. I don't want to infringe on your rights. I don't want you to stop being you, doing you, having you, everything. Hey, Leilani, I don't want that. We have worked tirelessly in the Black community for our rights. So I would never infringe upon anybody's rights to say anything. I have always said, even if there was a KKK member right here, I would not stop him from speaking his mind because that's what's on his mind. Just because we don't agree, don't mean it is my right to stop him from saying anything. I'm never going to infringe upon anybody's rights. I'm here right now. Everybody has the right to do a lot of things, but you have the right to take care of yourself. It is the basic human instinct, self-preservation. Do you know how hard it is to bite yourself until you bleed? You know how hard it is to do that? Because your body's subconscious self-preservation kicks in and stops you. Telling people that they don't have to wear a mask. Giving them that soapbox to stand on when others still want to wear a mask is almost as detrimental. You remember, I don't know if anybody old, some of y'all might be old enough. This is before they caught Saddam. I want to say Saddam used the citizens of whatever place he was, the dictator, leader, ruler, whatever he was. He used the citizens in the subway to try out his chemical warfare. Now, everybody who got gas didn't die. Everybody who got gas didn't die. It's just not everybody's going to die from something. That's just the way it is. That doesn't mean they didn't get sick. It doesn't mean they won't have repercussions that last into generations. That don't mean anything. The governor saying that there's no more mandate and that masks, you don't have to wear them, do what you want to do. You are playing Russian roulette. You are throwing grenades. You are planting IEDs and landmines and hoping that nobody gets hit. You are praying that shrapnel doesn't hit the little girl on the other side. You are praying that granny doesn't walk across this particular mine. You are hoping and wishing, because it looks good on you as a politician, that an entire family does not lose an entire family. It's not killing one person in the family. It's making mama, daddy, grandmama sick, then grandkids sick, and then later on mama gets sick who been taking care of everybody, and maybe mama don't die, but maybe her baby does. Maybe granddaddy don't die, but maybe grandmama does. Do you understand what I'm saying about Russian roulette and what I'm saying about these landmines and grenades that you are setting off when you tell people that they can do whatever they want to do, any way they want to do it, because it is their right. It is your right to leave people the hell alone. But you can't do that with viruses and people's breath and things like that. You can't do that. Wear your mask, babies. In Texas, wear your mask. Wear your mask. Put your mask on. If you wear your mask, wear your mask. If you don't want to wear your mask, sweetie, that is your right to. If you've been hollering about your right, don't wear it. But please, don't sit up there and cry when you can't breathe. Don't sit up there and get on Facebook and start a GoFundMe because you didn't think you were going to die. Don't sit up there and whine and cry because you don't have enough money to take care of your family because you can't get out of your bed. You telling people not to wear masks, but are you also giving away some free health care? Can you just walk into the emergency room and they're going to take care of you for free? Or if you walk into the emergency room with a fever and coughing and a runny nose, are you going to build up a bill and then die anyway? Are you giving out some health care? Are you giving out some tips as how to navigate this world with this virus? Or are you just telling people that they don't have to wear their masks no more because it looks good on you? I ain't stupid. It looks good on you. But it don't look good on all these people who have to go to a empty cemetery later because they can't go to a funeral now. You gotta hope that the nurse has an iPhone so you can FaceTime your kids or your wife with your last breath because they can't be there. There are people right now who have not mourned the loss of somebody they love because of COVID. You had bodies cremated, stacked up like cords of wood, like they were going in a fireplace in the beginning because they didn't know what they were getting themselves into. And now you want to start that over again in Texas and then whatever next state that wants to do it because it looked good on him. Because the governor of Texas, it looked good on him to say, I am going to take back our state and we're not going to wear a mask. Well, yay for you. But guess what you also have? You also have wonderful health care. You can see a doctor anytime you want to. Hell, you can get one to come to your house. You got people that are scared to go to the doctor because they don't have food to put on their plate. They can't just not go to the doctor. They can't even go to the grocery store. But it's cool. Tell them they don't have to wear a mask. That's cool. There is so much in the world that you cannot be protected from. There is so much that you can't, that because it hasn't happened to you, you think it can't happen to you. But babies, understand that you might just be lucky. Understand that your prayers are working. That's why it hasn't happened to you. Not because it can't happen to you, but because it hasn't happened to you. Right now, everybody in this chat is living and looking at me until they not. I was thinking about it today. I got sad. I still get sad because my mom passed away. And all the things she missed. But I would have been inconsolable if I couldn't have kissed her when she was laying in the emergency room when she passed away. Or I couldn't have dressed her, got her clothes ready for her funeral. And I couldn't have been there when they lowered her in the ground. And that's what's going on. You understand that, right? There are not any big funerals. In Louisiana, New Orleans is called the third line, right? Babe? After the funeral in New Orleans, Louisiana, the third line, they do the little, that's after a funeral. It's called the third line, right?
Well, it's like
That's what it's called. Second line. Shamita said second line. Somebody, thank you. We got to do all that because we can't be there. We got to sing the praises from across the street. We got to go look at the tombstones. Live your lives. I don't know. I just lost a classmate this week who didn't even know he had COVID. He went silent for 2 days and his brother sent his brother sent him to an apartment. He was already gone. Hear me, people. That is what this is doing. Some people it affects almost immediately. Some people it takes time. But either way, you don't want it. You don't want it. And if there's something as simple as putting on a mask that can stop you from getting it, right? Somebody said Zoom funerals and Facebook funerals. Who the hell want to have a foot? Who? And I'm trying to compose myself and getting myself together before I really start cussing. Who want to have a funeral on Facebook, on Zoom? Leilani's friend, his brother and sister had to find out from the police. I love my life and the lives of my kids. We're not going, period. As long as you think life is, it is that short. Every day that you wake up, I don't care how good a health you're in, because guess what? Car accidents, plane accidents, slip and falls, crime. It doesn't matter how old you are, how healthy you are. Life is meant to be lived. It's meant to have good times and bad times. And we don't stop wanting to live it just because we're going through stuff. Thank you, Miss Boosie. Wearing a mask. If wearing a mask gives me an extra second, right, clicking the ticket. Who said that? Hold on, let me go back. Thank you, 10EC5. Thank you. Tennessee. Oh, shit. I'm stupid, by the way, to just now. I got it. I got it. Huh? No. I'm talking about how the name is. I'm stupid now. I'm saying it's Tennessee. But now my brain clicked in. Right. Clicking the ticket. Thank you. You can tell me to put my seatbelt on, that I'm gonna get a fine and a ticket if I don't wear my seatbelt. But you cool with I can't give you shit if I don't put my seatbelt on. If I don't wear my seatbelt, guess what? It doesn't bother you in the least. It doesn't bother you if I am sitting in my car, butt booty naked, no seatbelt on, drinking a beer. It doesn't bother you. However, if I get out of my car fully dressed after taking off my seatbelt without my mask on and I have the COVID virus and I give it to you, guess how affected you are? When you die from COVID, you don't die a nice, quiet, I went in my sleep death. You drown. You drown. Your lungs fill with mucus and fluid, thick, viscous fluid. It fills and you can't breathe. And you sit there and it feels like an elephant is sitting on your chest, and every now and again he'll shift and you can catch a breath, but he's right back. The reason that I went to the doctor to check on my heart condition was because one night I was having a shortness of breath and I couldn't catch my breath. And even the doctor said it was barely any fluid, but it affected me. I did everything. I even stayed up. I stayed up till the next morning so that everybody in the house would be awake just in case. You're not going a quiet, pretty sexy death. You're either going to go alone in your house and somebody's going to find you eventually, or you're going to go in the hospital alone.
Asia said, what happens when the person from Texas travels to another state?
He gonna think he can take that Texas mess to another state. Thank you, Miss Boosie. It was just, you know what? I think that was just a wake up call so that I would go looking for something else. I believe in wake up calls and I believe in signs. Excuse me, y'all. I gotta put my mask back on. I'm just putting it up here because I'm in the house. I don't need it. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry, Sharon. I am so sorry. I want y'all for a second to just scroll back up through the chat and see how many people have said they've lost somebody. Just our little chat. Just our few people who are typing. Imagine that being the world. Imagine that being us. Wear your mask. Keep your distance. If you're sick, stay at home. It's just that simple. It's that simple. It's that easy. That's it. I'm not going to keep fussing about it because guess what? I'm getting it off my chest and it feels better to get it off my chest. But it is what it is. I'm sorry, Sharon. Everybody in the chat, I'm so sorry. I know what it's like. I know what it's like. So I am sorry. Every day first happens, you're going to feel when you first lose somebody close to you, or even somebody you care about. But when you lose a parent or a grandparent or a sibling or aunt or an uncle,
somebody who's close to you,
somebody really close to you, it feels like you can't figure out how it feels. You don't know. You don't know if you can get through the day. You don't know if you can get through the hour. Hell, it's hard to get through the second. But I'll tell y'all this, it will get better every day. Now, there are going to be random days when you are by yourself and you are crying and you just don't understand why you couldn't fix it. And those days might come as far out as 15 years. I'm still having those days. But we shouldn't have to have those days for a lot of these people. We have lost 500,000 people in America alone from this disease, from this virus. And it is just, it's okay to be mad. It's okay to want to scream and cuss and fight. It's okay to not know who to be mad at. But I've learned something. If you've done all you can do, I mean everything you can do, there's nothing else. You have done everything. Then you don't have to be sad about that. If you're doing everything that you can do, putting on your mask, keeping your distance, using your sprays, sanitizing everything. If you're doing everything you can do, and something happens, nothing is 100%, but something is better than nothing. Hold on. It does. It does, Tech. It does. I'm so sorry. My grandmother went, she was in pain, and she was in pain I couldn't do anything about. So me wanting her to stick around was for me. And life does go on, and we have to go on. We have to grow on. Hold on, Miss Boozy, I'm crying with you. It's so sad. Yes, it's sad. But we can, but that's what we do. We get sad, we cry, we fight, we scream, and we go on. Do you think, I know, I'm not 100% certain about anything, y'all. Not 100% certain about anything. But I'm 100% certain that my grandmother is glad that I'm still here living my life. I am 100% certain that the people you are lost, wherever they are, whoever you believe in, what religion you is, or spirituality that you do, every one of your family members is glad that you are still here living your life. Live every day like you want another day. People say, live every day like it was your last day, because tomorrow's not promised. But live like you want another day. It may not be promised, but want it. Because they work in a hospital. Yep. Live every day like you want to get up in the morning. Live every day like you don't want to catch COVID. Live every day like you don't want to give nobody COVID. It is what it is.
I'm with Tanya Jones. My parents go to the hospital all the time.
They do.
It scares me.
The hospital is a scary place all by itself. There are so many, but even before COVID became a thing, there are so many opportunistic diseases running around in a hospital. You can get so many infections just going to the hospital for somewhere else. So hospital ain't never where you want to be at. Mm-hmm. But can you imagine if that's the last thing you see? You're welcome, Tank. You can come here and vent anytime you want to, Ted. We are judgment free, non-judge. We're a little judgmental, but that's just personal opinions. We're a judgment free zone, and you are free to vent and cuss and show out however you need to. I believe so many of us in the chat had it, but a healing hand was on us. And it's affected. Yeah. I firmly believe me and DC had it. We thought we just had the flu, because I mean, it's not that I don't get sick, but I think I've had the flu once back in the 90s, and then all of a sudden me and DC got it, and Nick was sick all at the same time. We don't run in the same circles. This was the winter before all this happened. So I got one more thing get on my chest. But now let's start about this. So I'm gonna shut the COVID down. I'm gonna segue into something else. Take care of yourselves, babies. Live every day like you want to live another day. But appreciate what you got today. Hold on to it. Be stingy with it. That's the problem. Be stingy with it. If you got it, keep it. You want to keep it. I want to keep my family. I want my family to be here. I want Nick to get old. I want Brittany to get old. I want me and I want Charles to get old. I want me and baby to get super old. I'm stingy with it. I don't want to give it away. I don't want to share it. I want everybody to be stingy with it. You hear me? You understand what I'm saying? Get up every day like you want another day. Like you want another week, like you want another year, like you want another 10 years. Get up every day looking for the next day and the next thing you can do, and get up trying to figure out what you can do in your little world for your little part. If all you can do is wear a mask, then thank you. Everybody in the chat, everybody who ever watches this video, Thank you for putting a mask on your face when you go out in public. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Now, moving on. You know, I always come back and end my thing, but we're going on to another thing. So, baby touched on it a little earlier in the live, and this is just my 2 cents about it. This is relationship and family related. Okay? Okay. I only have one kid, and I don't have any issues as far as parental unit or sperm donors or any of that. So I don't have that issue. So I don't know. However, I do know about, I love you too, Miss Bootsy. I do know about extended families, and I do know about loving people that you're not physically related to as much or more than people that you share DNA and blood with. Okay? I got people that we may be related somewhere down in the chain, but we don't know about it, that I love like I grew up with you. So that just is what it
close
is.
That window, baby.
You may close the window, baby. I'm assuming you cold.
You cold?
No. But you go ahead and close it. I was just super hot. So something was posed to me. If you have a child with someone and you're really close with that person's family, not just the person you had the child with, but your child's grandparents and your child's aunts and uncles, and you've been a part of this family in one form or another, even before the child came along, you are, for all intents and purposes, yes, baby, them hot flashes will shut it down. Even my ears is hot. My ears still a little hot. That could be because people talking about me. But yeah, no. Anyway. So, and now you bring a girlfriend or boyfriend into the picture, and this person feels some type of way because you're still dealing with your child's family, not just the mother of your child or the father of your child, but the family of your child. I'm of two minds of this. When you're dealing with a girlfriend or a boyfriend in a situation that is not that's my fiance or baby mama, baby daddy situation, I'm going to say something. It is not popular and it's going to piss off some people. But if you just somebody girlfriend, boyfriend, you just a girlfriend or boyfriend. Family is going to always come first, baby, till you become a part of family. And if you don't act like family, you're not going to become a part of the family. That being said, we don't know what goes on in the bedroom or in the house and what these people are saying. However, this is my thing. If I'm coming into a situation and I see that the person I'm dating is really close to the family of the person they have a child with, before I even get any further into this relationship, I think you should sit your ass down somewhere and take a little stock and go, do I want to deal with this? Because I'm not going to give somebody an ultimatum that I love and tell them they can't be friends with somebody or they can't hang out with somebody because we dating. Because I feel some kind of way about your baby mama. I feel some kind of way about this family because you're not biologically related to the family except by the kids. So why you got to be doing stuff with them? Why can't you do stuff with them? That's what your sister-in-law going through. Let me tell y'all something. Hear me. Hear me, y'all. Nothing, if you are dating, married to, engaged to, keep going back to, off and on with, keep hearing the lies of somebody who is cheating on you, has cheated on you, is cheating on you presently, has cheated on you the entire time you've been together. Guess what? You did that because at any moment you could have gotten yourself out of that situation. If this person is doing some shady stuff, exit stage left because they're not going to change if you give them an ultimatum. You tell me that I can't go see my son's grandmama who I knew before you. Really? You think that's gonna come out right? Don't tell me I can't go hang out with the people that are part of my family. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't have some kind of way. Let me tell you something. Here's my thing. Here's my take on it. I wouldn't want my kid going over there because if you don't like me, then even if you're not saying anything, you're going to act some kind of way. You either going to act way too friendly to my kid or you're going to act way not friendly. And either way, I'm not going to like either one of them. So my kid won't go over there when you over there. At the end of the day, my job is to protect my child. And if I got to protect it from somebody that his daddy is dating, so be it. And a real daddy ain't going to take that for so long. Not being able to be around their kids and the people they love and their friends and stuff because you are scared that he might cheat on you with somebody. Let me tell you what you should be scared of. Leilani said both sides of the family embraces exes with or without kids. Once your family, unless you, toxic. Right. If you family, you family. That's just how I was trying to, just as like, I'm dating DC and she's still friends with Brittany grandmama on the other side and they still do stuff. And I got an attitude and I want to fight and got ball up my face every time they want to do stuff. Now I'm going to shoot. There you go. Figure it out, grown folks. I'm not going to stop being family with my family just because you think I might cheat on you with some random person or with this person. Just because we're not related by blood, you think there's an... Girl, let me tell y'all something. Girls and guys, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something good. Look at your mama. Look at Mama Lisa. Look at me. Look at me. If somebody wants to cheat on you, baby, they're going to do it. Nothing is going to stop them. If somebody wants to disrespect your relationship, they're going to do it. If they have a past history of disrespecting your relationship and you allow it because you stay, they're going to keep doing it. If you are so insecure with this person does not have you in a place of peace and safety, you shouldn't be there. Yeah, you do know just because you like somebody don't mean they like you the same way. You understand that. You do understand that just because you like her don't mean she like you the same way. Just because you like him don't mean he like you the same way. Just because you in love with somebody don't mean they love you the same way. And you can't make nobody be right by you. You can make somebody leave you. You can make somebody talk mess to you. You can make somebody do a lot of things, but you can't make nobody do right by you. They got to want to do right by you. And if you can't let this person go hang out with this family that is a part of his life before you came along and will be there long after you gone, then you need to find somebody who is more suited for your personality, for who you are. You can't change nobody and make them who you want them to be. You got to find somebody who is what you want. And a part of this person is this family. This is true. But again, This is what I'm saying, Asia. This is goes back to what I'm saying. If he is cheating, why are you still there? Even if he, let's go. Okay. Let's roll with that. Let's go under the assumption that he did do something, that he did freak with somebody, that he did go back to his old baby mama and they had a little thing. Why are you still with him? Don't worry, I'll wait. Why are you still there? If he has you in such an insecure, if he has you in such a state that he can't go hang out with folks that was there before you, then why are you there? You do understand that there are other, they say it's other fish in the sea. Baby, it's other fish. It is sharks in the sea. It is whales. It's some starfish down there. It's some pretty fish like the ones I got in my tank. They kind of in brackish water where the sea meets the fresh water. But you know what I mean. There are all kinds of fish and animal planet animals in the sea. You ain't got to stick with this one little raggedy fish that ain't got no color on it. There are fish in the sea that look like flowers. Go get you one of them. I'm not going to keep petting people because they keep hurting themselves and we got to keep feeling sorry for them. That's what blows me about stuff. I get that you have to be I get you got to take your time and you got to what's the word? You got to consider other people's feelings and whoop-de-whoop. But I'm not going to keep petting you if you keep doing it to yourself. If he or she is cheating on you and you know it, pack up your shit and go. I had to say it that time because that's the only thing you can say right then. If your name on the lease, pack up their stuff. If you are so needy, if you have to have somebody so bad that you're willing to take anything, be willing to take anything and shut up. But if that's not you, and you just love this person, and you hoping if you stick it out, it's not going to change, baby. It's not going to change. Ain't nobody going to want you till they want you, and they may never want you because you may not be what they want. Now I'm going to piss them off. These are the hairs is blowing me. Anyway, I ain't going to keep putting gel on that because see how white that is, y'all? This ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. But look at this, y'all. That is crazy. That's crazy time. Anyway, back to what I'm saying. I'm never going to tell DC she can't go see her mama, her daddy, her sister, and them. I'm never going to say that. I'm never going to be so insecure in our relationship that she can't go do something she needs to do. And I done told y'all this before. When we first started dating, her ex-daddy passed away. I was not going to go stake no claim in no funeral because it's mine. I knew she's mine. And I said, bye. Be careful. I felt bad. I didn't say have fun because it was a funeral. I felt like you shouldn't say have fun at a funeral. But I'm secure. She want to go down there back? No. Okay. Because what the this offering basket. I see it all the time. People having to make a choice between the person they dating and the family. The person they dating and the baby mama. The person they dating and the baby mama's family. The person they dating and this girl they grew up with, who when they look at her, really all they see is their sister. Do not date someone if you know you are jealous, if you know that they can't have friends of the opposite sex, if you know that you want to keep them bubble wrapped, folded up like a piece of paper in your wallet. Don't date somebody who has baby mama, daddies, families, friends, and like doing stuff. Don't date them because you're going to be miserable. Don't date them. you're going to be miserable. You're going to be miserable. You're going to be mad, and you're going to get ugly, and your line's going to come early, and it's going to be a travesty of justice. Don't date them. Hey, Valerie. Don't date somebody if you're the kind of person who has to be the only person in their life. Don't do it. Don't date somebody who got people that love them other than you. Because you're going to be miserable. In a relationship with a man for 20 years. And I ended in 2014, but our family is close, and now we are friends. Yeah. What I look, okay, hold on. Who is that? Hold on. Let's see. All right, Miss Boosie. What I look like dating you? I look like dating you. And if you were this man 20 years, I'm probably got kids together, or you know, you done took care of a niece or nephew that grew up while y'all was together. What I look like telling you, you can't go over to the family reunion or the birthday party, or they having a party in Florida, you can't go. What the hell I look like telling you can't go because he gonna be there? What I look like? What kind of extra food do I look like? Oh, we just changed the subject, Miss Val. That's all. We just changed the subject. We're talking about what I look like. We're just talking about how I know about being insecure, about how you look. I was for a long time. I've been insecure in relationships to where I had my chest was hurting, my head was hurting, and I couldn't function at times because this person had me thinking one thing but really doing something else. I understand insecurities. I get all that. But there comes a point in your life where you got to say enough is enough, and you can't do it anymore. On the flip side, if you are dating somebody who makes it uncomfortable for you to hang out with your family and friends, you need to let go. What get me? I was watching something. And for the life of me, I don't understand this, but somebody's going to explain it to me. Somebody's going to explain it to me. I was watching something, and I was watching Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil, our family get along. We all grew up together. They always had, yeah. My ex mama. If something happened to his mama, I would feel bad. And I ain't been exes for, how old am I? 50 something. We've been exes almost 20 years. And if something happened to his mama, I feel bad. I would cry. If I was closer, I would see his mama and talk to her, holler at her. Because I loved his mama. We used to play spades together. Shoot. I'm always down for a good spade partner. Just playing. But I forgot what I was saying. I got, oh yeah. I don't understand this. I was watching Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil had a list of all the stuff that this dude had did to this lady. The husband had did to the wife. Dr. Phil, thank you so much. I forgot about it. And he listed choke, slap, call all kind of names, listed, go to the lady. Well, and you know, Dr. Phil is quick to say, why are you still there? And she was like, well, deep down, he's a good person. Why do people say that? He may be a good person. She may be a good, but they're not good people to you. Okay. They're not good people to you. So how are they a good person? I admit there were times when I've been an ass. Okay. I admit that. Oh, so you like digging daily? Oh, yeah. I don't understand. I've heard people say that. You know, deep down, they're a good person. Well, you shouldn't have to go deep down to find a good person for you. You understand what I'm saying? It's like I tell baby. You would look at us and you would think that she is the mean one. And that she is, no, that's me. She's nice, sweet, talk to people and never met a stranger. And no, that's not me. Everybody's a stranger till you're not. And yeah. However, she didn't have to look deep down to find my goodness, because my goodness is always on display for her. My goodness is always on display. If you have to go deep down and find the goodness of somebody because of all the stuff they do to you, then please stop saying that to justify why you're sitting there marinating in sadness, why you're crying when the love songs come on, why you're flipping through your phone and you have to stop because you see a picture of this person that should be sitting here next to you but doesn't even answer your calls until they want something. If you cannot handle somebody having a family outside of you and you alone, you need to date somebody who doesn't have that. There are a lot of people who don't have families, who don't have anybody. There are a lot of people in the world right now who, if they passed away or got sick, they would have nobody to come visit them. Find you some of them. And they're good people. They just, for whatever reason, they don't have a family right now. Go date them. Don't date somebody that has a family plus an extended family and you can't handle that, because you're not going to be happy. And what's the point? Why do people make themselves unnecessarily unhappy? Why? Why do people make themselves unnecessarily unhappy? Do you know how life is dude? We're in the age of energy and frequency. Of a person's energy frequency and feel good. Yes, Charlie. Hello. Yes. It's a feeling. If somebody does not feed my inner crazy, if somebody does not feed my sparkles and unicorns, if somebody, and you ain't got to. Here's the thing, what I'm trying to say is this. Everybody's energy ain't for everybody. Everybody's energy ain't for everybody. If my energy ain't for you, then don't be around me. I'm cool with that. I'm not mad because you chose your happiness over me, because I'm going to choose my happiness over you. I'm never going to be mad with somebody choosing themselves over me or anybody else. I'm never going to be mad with somebody choosing their children's happiness over me. If I was dating somebody and the person I'm dating kid didn't like me, didn't like the way I moved, didn't like my energy, didn't like anything about me, then I would not sit there and just stick there and hope that eventually the kid would like me. I wouldn't do that, because I'm gonna choose their kids' happiness over mine. Everybody ain't gotta like you. You ain't gotta like everybody. And if you don't feel right around somebody, don't feel bad about that. I'm tired of us having to stop doing what we're doing. I'm tired of us having to make ourselves small because other people are small, instead of just sitting there and waiting. If you see me being big, I'm going to stand there so you can get big with me. I'm not going to diminish myself and shrink myself because you're small. I ain't going to do it. But I will sit there and help you be big. But I'm also not going to sit around and be missing and miserable waiting for you to figure out which one you want. When you get ready to grow, come find me. Till then, I'm good. Families are hard to come by. If it weren't for DC, I wouldn't have an immediate one. Now, I got cousins out there. I ain't gonna say my cousin's name, but they know who I'm talking about. I got cousins as brothers. I ain't seen in forever. I ain't seen in 30 years. And that's still my ride or die. He know who he is. They know who they are. All of them look like my grandmama. All of them look like my grandmama. And every time I look at them, I smile and I'm happy. But with other, realistically, my nuclear family is gone. Family is so hard to come by that anybody that calls you sister, anybody that calls you auntie, anybody that calls you mama, you hold on to that. You don't let nobody take that. Get in, get with that. If you can't handle, I'm going to break this down because I'm about an hour and a half, y'all, by myself, all alone, on the live. Can't see. Hold on, the thing went away. I don't want to be with someone that feels like they have to do whatever for me. You're supposed to be with someone they want. Right. What silly mommy for life? I may have an answer. I might not. I don't know. But what color is my hair? Because that's kind of orange. I really got done my hair, y'all. But that is not the subject we're speaking on right now. What's your question? Let me go. While she asking the question, I'm gonna scroll back and see if I missed anything. Yep, frequency. I like that, Charlie Mack. Yep, until you want something. Now, I'm not a big caller. My sister Tree would tell you in a minute, I do not call, and she cusses me out all the time, but she knows it's not because I don't love her. It's just because I don't have nothing to say. Now, when we find something, she'll call me because she's a caller, and I'm not. But when she called me, we'll be on the phone all afternoon. Oh, okay, you sent her. Said digging. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right, let me see. What if that so-called feminist taking advantage of you because of things you got a message? That's true. Stop giving it to him. Look what Leilani said. Even there comes a point where your self-care has got to be paramount to you, because your self-care it's not even just about you. It's about everything you take care of. If you ain't taking care of yourself, you ain't taking care of your kids. You ain't taking care of your marriage or your engagement, or hell, even you just your boyfriend and girlfriendship. If you're not taking care of you, you can't take care of anybody else. If you are spending every quarter on family that wouldn't spend breath on you, you need to stop. Stop. Period. End of discussion. When you get to the point where it's too much, when you say it's too much, when you and yourself and you say you have reached your breaking point, when it is too much, at that moment, know that you should just stop and don't care what they say. Because let me tell you what users are going to do. Users are going to make it your fault that they don't have. Users are going to make it your fault that you need to give them the money. Users are going to make it your fault that you had to pay your bills before you paid theirs, but you knew I needed the money. When you're done, you're done. And it doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they say, because they know if they struggling, you struggling. Now, unless you are Jay-Z or Beyonce or pick a celebrity with a lot of money and you can do that, I'm going to tell you something and be mad with me. Even if you were them, at some point, it's not Jay-Z's job to take care of everybody in his whole family. Baby, if you at your breaking point, let me tell you something. I see silly mommy for life. That means I see mommy, which means there's a baby there somewhere. There's some cheering in there somewhere. So at the end of the day, baby, if you at your breaking point, stop. Go on about your business. And whatever they say is what the fuck ever they say. I had to say it one time. I'm sorry. Whatever they say is whatever they say. You can be all kind of stingy, all kind of you don't love me, all kind of anything that they want you to be. Be that. But don't give them a quarter. You got 5, baby. Look here, I know how hard it is to take care of one. I can't even begin to wrap my head around five. I would be somewhere in a straight jacket with drool coming down the side of my mouth going, I got five, I got twitching. If five people was calling me mama for real. So I can't imagine that. Mommy, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with being stingy. There's nothing wrong with saying no. Here we are. First class. I want everybody to get together. You ain't got to write it in the chat, but I want you all to stop right now. Whatever you're doing. And look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Right here. I don't know where my eyes are, y'all. Y'all know I had a hardest time, especially when I'm on my phone because the camera is over here where my finger is. But I don't know how to look in it, so I look a little crazy. But I want y'all to look like y'all looking in my eyes, okay? We're going to learn how to say no. Are you ready? All right. Together, me and you. N-O. No. Can't do it. Ain't got it. Don't know. Can't hear you. Don't understand English. I don't care how you want to say it. No, 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 no. No. My light's going on. Like what Cat Williams said, I got candles I've been waiting to burn. You can have these candles. My phone gonna go off. Girl, you need to start learning how to write letters then. Well, I ain't got cable. Well,
Read a book.
Read a book. No, yet, nada. I can't think of no more languages. No, no, but I think in every language is just no, 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 no. I don't care if it's your mama. Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell y'all something. And I'm about to make everybody mad. It is not. Let me tell you what it's not. It is not my child's job to take care of me. Now, my child wants to because my child is independently wealthy and got a little money. I'm still not going to let them go broke. Take care of me. But it is definitely not my child to take care of me because I ain't good with money, because whatever reason. Because I messed up money, whatever reason. I don't care what the reason is. It is not my child's job to take care of me. It is not my child's job. It is not my niece's job. It is not my nephew's job. It is not my cousin's job. It's not my uncle's job. It ain't my aunt's job. Hell, it ain't my girlfriend or my boyfriend's job. Now, if people want to give to you, make sure you're the kind of person that give back. But if you just giving and giving and giving and giving, and this person ain't giving you nothing back but attitude because you ain't got it, kick rocks. Yep. What else is a no, baby? Because on the phone, I need. Let me see your phone.
Wait a minute.
Because I need to think of some more ways to say
No, you're good.
I ain't got it. I'm good. No. No. And you ain't even got to lie. Do you have some money? Yes. Can I have some? No. No. Well, no.
Got bills to pay, buddy.
Let me tell you something. I pay my bills first so that I can then go do what I want to do. If I want to buy something stupid right now, let me tell you something. If you looked in our Amazon cart, we look like we done lost our damn mind.
But we was just
okay. Our Amazon cart at one time, our Amazon, you know how you move the stuff in the cart and then it says save for later? We got 600 things saved for later. Somebody said go fly a kite. I like that one. We have 600 things saved for later. If I want to go and buy all 600 other things, well, some of them ain't ours. I can if I want to. If I got the money to, because I'm gonna make sure my house is good first. Keep strolling. Me no speaker money. I like that one, Adrian. That's a good one. Mama, let me tell you, to the mama that asked the question and all the people that are right now racking their brain, trying to figure out how they're going to take care of their house and somebody else's. When you have to say no, say it. Say it with conviction. Say it with a straight face. And then understand that everything that they say to you after that, other than okay, is all on them. And they got nothing to do with you. I don't care what kind of names they call you. Don't sit up there and go back and forth with them, because once you tell somebody no, how they react tells you everything you need to know about that person. That includes a family member. That includes a family member. Now y'all know how your girl love watching more. So I can tell you how all kin ain't kin. So I'm watching more the other day, and the girl done brought the guy on there. Baby mama drama, you know. You the daddy. Well, I'm not the daddy. You are the daddy. Well, look at your eye. He look just like you. Look at that. Look at the eyebrows and nose and ears and everything. Look that. I wasn't even there, but I was there. But I will. No, I didn't wear no condom that day. But I won't want. Shut up. So, but the other person in this equation was her mom. Her mom. Oh, for everybody that needs other languages to say no, Leilani has put that up there in the chat for me. Thank you so much, Leilani. So the other person there was her mother, but her mother was not on her side. Her mother was sitting up there calling her all kind of bitches and hoes, telling her she was stupid because it was not his. She was over there, instead of consoling her daughter or saying it's gonna be okay. I told you, you stupid. That's what's wrong with you. That's her mama. To let you understand that all kin ain't kin. And just because we had the same DNA, don't mean nothing. Tell them no. And then how they react will tell you how you move forward. Don't sit up there and I have went. Let me tell you something. When I tell y'all stuff, these are my opinions, but these are opinions came from experience. I had went broke trying to help somebody else. I had made debt for myself trying to help somebody else. I have been without trying to help somebody else. I have lost things that I cherish trying to help somebody else. So when I tell you no means no, say no and move on, no matter who it is, I promise you, you will survive. No means no. Now we're coming to a minute and 47 seconds. I mean, an hour and 47 minutes. My bad. Dysfunctional families are real. Somebody has to break the chains of dysfunction. Be the black sheep. Break. Yes, I am the black sheep with a unicorn stripe. And I have no problem with that. I look at my kid every day, and the only thing I want is for him to be okay. I want to not mess him up, and I want him to have a long and happy life. And I also have taught him how to say no. You don't have to give nobody a bite of your food. You don't have to give nobody one of your French fries. You don't have to give nobody $1 because you got an extra dollar. You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is say no and move on. Every time we sit up there and help somebody else who has never helped us, we take away from the people that we got to take care of. I'm sure you up here struggling, trying to figure it out while you saying yes to people, and you got 5 babies. I don't care even if you got a lot of money, 5 babies is a lot of babies to take care of. And I'm not saying that like I don't want you to have all. I'm saying it's a lot of 5 kids are a lot to take care of. There's a lot of working parts with kids. And most of them parts have a price tag attached to them. And you can't help somebody to the detriment of yourself, baby. Nobody in the chat, you cannot help somebody to the detriment of yourself. That doesn't make you a good person. Your youngest is 5 months. You supposed to be enjoying your baby because they get big and start talking so quickly. You supposed to be enjoying your baby. That's a baby that still got the new baby smell. Not worrying how to pay somebody else's bills or help somebody else out. Hi, guys. I feel strongly about this because we all go through things. And we all try. Yes, it take a lot out of you. But sometimes you just gotta say no, baby. All y'all, say no. Like I said, you ain't gotta get somebody your French fry. You ain't gotta get somebody a bite of your sandwich. You ain't gotta get somebody a sip of your juice. You ain't gotta let somebody have some of your cereal. You ain't gotta do nothing. And you damn sure ain't gotta pay nobody else's bills. You shouldn't have made a bill you can't pay. You should have made some kind of, you know what I'm saying? And if somebody ain't got it, you can't be mad at them. You can't make somebody feel some kind of way because they didn't have money for you. Well, you didn't have money for you. You feel some kind of way. You got people feeling some kind of way, and you ain't got no money. How you gonna have people feeling some kind of way about saying no when you asking somebody for help? Just like we spend so much time. I tell Nick all the time. We was talking about it earlier. Yes, I'm not taking anything out of my kids' mouth. I am not going to take anything out of my kids' mouth. I'm not going to take anything out of my wife's mouth. She grown and can put her own food in her own mouth. I struggle a very long time, even when come on now. Baby, I'm going to tell you something. I applaud you for going above and beyond. But right now, I want you to not right now. When I say right now, I want you when we get out of here and you not on here and you sitting and you got 13 seconds of quiet because of 5 kids. I know that's just how long you got. It's okay if you say no. It's okay if you are selfish and stingy with yourself. It's okay.
You got responsibility.
It is okay, baby. You do not have to sit up there. Let me tell y'all something. One of the first lessons we learn is don't be stingy. Share. But what we don't teach our kids and what we don't learn is there is a limit to sharing. There's a limit to generosity. There's a limit to giving. And there's a limit to always being a giver because you will always find a taker. The takers and the users know exactly who to look for. Somebody who has been on the wrong side of a struggle. Somebody who has been on the wrong side of money. Somebody who has been homeless or somebody who has had to figure out how to rob Peter to pay Paul, to carjack the Matthew. And sometimes they come disguised as family. Hey, oh shit. Hey, Tina. Hey. The Silver. Hey, y'all. You can say no. There's a limit to being nice. There is a limit. That's right. That's another thing. And when you, and I'm not talking about you, silly mama, but I'm just saying. And when you have given, thank you, Adrian. Thank you. When you have given and given and given, and then you want and you complain about it, after somebody done told you to stop. Well, they need this and that. I don't care no more. I don't want to hear nothing else you got to say. You've asked for the advice. You know the situation. You know what you got to do. You ask me or somebody else, and it ain't just got to be me. I'm just using me as an example. You asked the advice, you told somebody what you got to do. Now they done told you that it's okay for you to say no and not keep digging this hole for somebody. You digging yourself into a hole for somebody else that's just going to help cover your head up. If you are still doing the same thing, don't come to me later on telling me the same thing. I don't hear it. I told you to say no. I told you not to don't get him none. That's right. Family feels like it's entitled to take what's yours because y'all are family. They are not entitled to anything. The only person entitled to your stuff is you. Your kids ain't entitled to your stuff. Your spouse is not entitled to your stuff. The only person entitled to your stuff, your money, is you. Now, who you choose to give it to, that is still on you. But if you give somebody who is a taker to the user, and you constantly do it, and people have told you to stop, and people have told you they mean you no good, and this, and the third, don't come back later still crying about the same thing because all you had to do was say no. Nobody is entitled to your stuff. Not your money, not your time, not your effort, not your spirit, not your soul, not your energy. Nobody is entitled to that. Now, you give out what you want to give out, but nobody is entitled to you or anything that is yours or anything around you that you claim. They're not entitled to it. Now, if you choose to share with somebody, that is called sharing, and that is called caring. Whether you say sharing is caring. However, at some point, I will say no, and saying no is awesome too. Can I get no? Can I have no? No, I don't think so. No, not today. No, probably not tomorrow. No. And it's income tax time. So, everybody about to have their hand out, baby. Can I get that too? I just need to pay my light bill. I got you when I get my taxes back. I just need I just need 20. I just need $100 more. I just need $30 more. I just need $50 more. I just need this more dollars and these more dollars and them more dollars. And when the time comes, when you sitting up there trying to figure out how you gonna make your next move, and you need $1 more, they ain't got it. You ever notice ain't nobody ever got it but you? Well, guess what? You about to be them. You about to be with them. You ain't got it neither. Need turns to greed. Come on now. You better rhyme. I'm so happy to join this live. This is very spontaneous live. Thank you, Asia. Need turns to greed. Yes. Say no, baby. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no. And if you get to a point in your life where you can say yes again, it's okay to say yes, but I would suggest you don't say yes to that person. That's right. Got me saying no. I can't think of no more songs with no in them. That was just saying. That's right. The Bank of Tanya is not open. The Bank of Mommy is not open. The Bank of Lisa is not open. The Bank of DC is open to me. So she ain't got her headphones on. She can hear me. What she do? I don't know. She over there. But I'm just saying. I'm joking now because it's been so serious for the past few minutes. But it's okay to say no, babies. It is okay. Stop feeling like you're going to be a bad person. Stop having other people make you feel like you're a bad person because you said no and because you can't do something for them. Or even if you got it and you just don't want to do something for them because you don't know when you might need it. It's okay to say no. It is okay to not want to go to somebody's house. It's okay for you not to want your children to hug and be around relatives they're not around all the time because your babies don't know them. It's okay for you to follow your sixth sense, or you to follow the energy, or you to follow the frequency. Like somebody said, it is okay to say, "Oh, I don't like that. That's kind of throwing off my cheek. I say it throws off my cheek. Yes, the silver, they do. They do. Money too tight to mention. Yep. Women do. They have a tendency to say yes to the detriment of them because we are taught. That was my sister. I told her to come to the live. I was on here. Wait, y'all close. Yeah. Yes, we are taught as women to be. We're taught to be submissive. We are. I'm sorry. I wish it wasn't the way that is. We're taught to be submissive. We're taught to be accommodating. We're taught to say yes more than we're taught to say no. But that's just not how it works in 2021. I don't even know if I would love for it to be the 30s and the 40s and the 50s. I know as a black person, I don't necessarily want to ever go back to that. However, that's just not the way the world is. As times change, we must change. No longer can we just be agreeable and amenable to everything and everybody because we are a woman. Women do great things, carry the load of the world on their back. No problem, silly mommy for life, anytime. We carry the weight of the world on our backs. We bear the children. We die when something happens to them and we still have to keep going. Women are strong and resilient and we can take it and take it and take it and still smile and still stand up straight when other people would be on their knees crying. Women make it and push it through. But we are still taught by society to be yes men and amenable. But that is not how we got to be in 2021 moving forward. If you need to say no, say no.
I say no all the time.
Not to me. If you need to say no, say no. If you need to close the door, close the door. If you need to say no longer, say no longer. If you cannot stand up anymore under the weight of this person you're with, get them off of you. If they do not add anything to you, make sure you subtract yourselves from their life. If you are not living each day like you want another day to live, then it is time for you to do that. And if anything, my women, my ladies, is stopping you from doing that, then you gotta throw it off. You gotta figure out how for it not to stop you no more. I don't even think that was a sentence. I don't even think that was a word I just said. But you know what I mean. And I'm not dissing my men, because I made a man. I made a beautiful, strong, well-spoken, handsome young man who will be a man in a minute. Men, protect your women. Don't use them. Don't abuse them. Protect them. Make them feel like you are, I don't even know. Make them feel like that. Make them feel like you are the PlayStation 5 with all the games at all times. Because I'm going to tell you something, men. And I'm not talking about dating. I'm talking about mamas. I'm talking about sisters. I'm not talking about just romantic relationships. I'm talking about mamas and sisters and cousins and aunties. I'm not talking about just lifting up your girlfriend, your fiance, your wife. I'm talking about lifting up your sister. Making it so your sister does not date somebody because she has a man to look at you. Make sure your daughter knows exactly what kind of man to avoid because she got you there showing her what kind of man she wants. Men, you are beautiful works of art. You get so much just because you're a man, but you get a lot because you're a man. Your oldest daughter screaming no. That's why I tell your mama, baby. Listen to your kids too, y'all. Let me tell you something out the mouths of babes. Don't let them baby mouths fool you, because a baby will tell you something, because they don't have the world to cloud their view. They don't have anybody else's opinions other than reality. A baby gonna tell you, a child will tell you something because they don't have any other glass to view it from but reality. So listen to your babies. Take your babies into consideration. Men, take your daughters and your sisters and your mamas into consideration when you're dating. If you know that, don't date somebody that can't handle a strong family and strong women if that's what you're working with. You hear me? Don't just be a good man, and because you're a good man, you let any old body do any old thing to you. I am going to die the first time some little girl break my baby heart for real.
Oh
But
no,
I
baby
hopefully,
gonna get them.
no, I mean, I still gonna die a little bit because they broke my baby heart, not because, just because I can't, just because it just, you know what I'm saying? But I want to make sure he's the kind of man that can stand up to a broken heart and not be a broken man. Just because somebody break your heart don't mean you got to be broken, men or women. I meant what I said. I was not going to let all the messed up relationships I got myself into, whether or not they was messed up or I was messed up, it's still I got relationships I got me into. I was not going to stop that, because if I had, I wouldn't know y'all, because I wouldn't have got DC. You stupid. Why she got three stomachs? Well, yes. I heard her. Now, the child didn't do it with me, but I did hear a child make the backup noise for a truck for this lady that was backing up one day. And I tried not to laugh. However, I don't function like that. I did laugh. And I laughed out loud. And I laughed so the lady could see me laugh. And I laughed so the baby could see me laughing. And me and the baby was laughing together. So, yeah. I'm not really a good role model when it comes to laughing. So, just saying. Anyway. I make jokes because everything is not so serious. We've been serious. You know, the two subjects that I had to get off my chest were serious. But I'm gonna, it's 2 hours. So I'm gonna close this live out. So I'm gonna go back to the beginning. I was talking about Texas and the no mask thing. Let me tell y'all something. Just like they tell us to wear seatbelts and we don't. Just because somebody tell you you don't have to wear your mask, don't mean you don't have to wear your mask. Wear mask, people. It's not that hard. But it can stop so much. And if we just wear them right and do right, we could go back. We could go back to what used to be. But if we keep it up, what we have now, it's going to be all we got. If you are dating someone with a strong family, even if that family is not biologically theirs, and you can't handle that, leave. Leave now. Because you're never going to be happy. And you're going to make them miserable. And say no. Just say no. It didn't work with drugs, but I promise you it'll work with somebody using you. No, and mean it. No, and I'm not going to pick the phone up when you call me 30 times. No, I ain't got it. And even if I got it, I ain't giving it to you. No, I don't care if you get your income tax. I don't care if you can pay me later on. I don't have it. And even if I did, I'm not giving it to you. And if you do have it, I do have it, but it's mine and I'm not giving it to you. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say, it is okay to be stingy and selfish with your stuff. It is okay to know when to be stingy and selfish, because if you know when to be stingy and selfish, you know when not to be. If somebody only loves you for what they can give you, for what you can give them, I'm sorry. If somebody only loves you for what you have or what you bring to their life without any consideration to what they bring to yours, when you come, when we come together as people, you don't come empty handed. When you go to somebody's house, if they invited to a house for a party, bring the hostess some flowers. Bring a bottle of wine, a bottle of liquor. Not everybody doing food, so that's why I said that. Don't come to somebody's house empty handed. Don't go to the barbecue empty handed. And don't keep asking somebody to help you because you done got used to not helping yourself. And I'm speaking to the people in the bushes. And I'm speaking to the people who gonna click the down button. What's that, thumbs down? Mm-hmm. And I'm speaking to the people who don't quite know which category they're in, but might be in the I'ma take a category. You can't get mad with somebody because they chose themselves over you. Because you chose yourself over them. Plain and simple. When somebody tell you no, might be because you need to hear no. Sometimes we got to take stock in ourselves about everything. My whole life comes to the point of you looking at yourself in the mirror and taking stock of yourself. Are you the kind of person that, hey Marguerite, hey, I'm okay. Um, I'm okay. Thank you, Miss Bootsy. I'm glad you did. This whole life is about taking stock in yourself. Put your mask on. Say no. If you ain't happy with somebody, don't stick around hoping that you might get happy eventually. If you can't deal with them having family, find somebody who don't have family and who only wants to be with you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But don't change somebody. Or don't make somebody have to make a decision. Don't give somebody an ultimatum and make them feel some kind of way because you don't like the fact that they want to hang with their family. Don't do that. Find somebody who don't have a family to hang with if you can't become a part of the family. Because that's the whole goal, ain't it? Every time somebody step into the bomb squad, we become family. Warts and all. All right. They said rule number 1. Yep. Do not go to the party empty handed. Don't go empty handed. Don't come into a relationship empty handed. Don't come into a relationship hoping that somebody can fill up something for you. That ain't their job. Wear your mask, people. It's just a little strip of fabric. But it could be the life or death between. It could mean life or death for somebody. And somebody might be you one day. I love you guys. Thank you so much for letting me get my stuff off my chest. If you're watching this in the replay, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that every time we drop a video, go live, you guys can join us. I want to thank everybody in the chat. I want to thank all of my lovely co-hosts, which are my mods. I'm going to call them mods. Those are my lovely co-hosts. I would like to thank all of them. I would like to thank the entire Bomb Squad family, those who are subscribed and not subscribed, who are sitting here chilling with me. Thank you so much, because even if you didn't hit the red button, you still are part of the family. I hope somebody got something out of this. Um, Make sure you share this video because I'm sure everybody in the chat know one person need to hear at least one thing we was talking about. All right. I love you guys. I really do. And this helps me because I've been doing so much. I've been in the house for so long. This makes me feel like I'm getting out a little bit. And hopefully I help somebody else. I love you guys. Thank you guys for so much for supporting us and hanging with us. You always say that. We are a family. I'm trying to get this to go worldwide. I want us to be family again. To care about what happens to somebody else other than yourself. So this is your girl, Lisa. DC Kool-Aid is over there killing people. Can you hear me?
This DC KOOLAID. I got shot.
She been Call of Duty, so she over there killing people. Thank you, Miss Cox. Thank you. I will come back again. I will figure out another reason. I can always find something to get off my chest. We a family, baby. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell because I am random as hell. I never know when I'm going to go live. Good night, y'all. Peace.